Everyone says you need to manufacture overseas for your clothing brand. But what if I told you that they were wrong? Today, we're in the heart and soul of Los Angeles Fashion District, and we're gonna be making a t-shirt from scratch. From sourcing raw materials to cutting and sewing the final product. We're getting an inside look at how some of the biggest brands are manufacturing their products inside of Los Angeles. But what's the catch? Is domestic manufacturing actually worth the premium? Can you scale a business this way? Why are so many successful brands willing to pay for LA manufacturing? In this video, we're breaking down the entire process, the real cost of making a t-shirt in Los Angeles, and the lessons that every single clothing brand owner can take away. This is Superline, behind the brand. You know we stay giving y'all a free game. Now let's get into the video. Where are we at right now?
We at M K Corp, man. That's where we at right now. We in downtown LA. My name is Knox. I'm a production manager, right? So I could lead you to the right person. I'm the plug. But what we doing here is like sampling, a lot of like 30 pieces and under, 50 pieces and under. We help you get right. We re-rocking here, a lot of re-rocking.
Can you show me like what they're doing? So what are they working on over here?
Got some hoodies going on right now.
Oh,
like
wow.
33-ounce waffle. If you feel it.
Damn, this is heavy.
Yeah, and they're making like waffles.
Oh shit, this is tough. What's the cost of making something like this?
I think he paid like $20-something a yard for the fabric, which is kind of crazy. But all in all, I charge him $66. I have a ton of patterns. Like I got Balenciaga patterns, Yves Saint Laurent, Prada, all the way down to like Pally, ERD, Yeezy. So I got some high-end shit. I got some streetwear shit. You come bring me the fabric, look at my patterns and say, yo, I want that trench coat. And then you bring me the fabric, I'll make it. This is a pattern card. On the card, you see what kind of garment this is. So this is basically the blueprint to make the garment. This is the collar. This is the sleeve. If you kind of see right here, this is the sleeve. But when we make this t-shirt today, I'm really gonna show you in a snap how easy it is to make a t-shirt. It's really not that hard.
And then do you have patterns for every other size as well, or how do you do that?
I'm glad you asked. A pattern, you only pattern one size, right? And the rest of the sizing is called grading. So have you ever heard somebody get it graded? Let's say this is a medium. To grade it, we go down everything an inch. And that will give me the small. When we go up an inch, that's gonna give me the large. Another inch is gonna give me the extra large. Look at that, that's how you read it. The more pieces, the more expensive the pattern is.
So do people bring you like, hey, this is my favorite jacket, can you chop it up and make a pattern for me?
Yes, that's exactly what they do. They will bring me like, yo, here's my favorite leather jacket. Then they'll make the pattern. While I'm making the pattern, they will shop fabric, and then we will link back up. And when we link back up, they'll bring me the fabric, and I'll make them the sample.
So you're kind of like deconstructing the garment, essentially.
Exactly. They sent me these Raspberry Hills. I patterned it, and now I have the pattern for this Raspberry Hill sweat.
Oh, so that's what he's doing now, is he's essentially checking to make sure it's the right?
Yup, and he's gonna do the cuts and all that shit that we need to do.
All right, what are we gonna do for the people today?
I'm about to take y'all outside. I know on your page, they say feet on ground, boots on ground, or whatever the case is. Eric is coming outside with me today, and we about to make a t-shirt in an hour.
All right, let's go, let's get it. So what's the first step? Is we go to shop fabric, or do we partake in a little bit of oregano?
Yeah.
Oh shit, that's crazy. And what are we gonna do now? We're gonna go fabric shopping?
We're gonna go fabric shopping. We're going straight to the plug for the fucking fabric, man.
And that's just, everything's like here, like it's just, you could just walk down.
Gonna walk down. I don't know how you're gonna cut this, but you'll see how quick this is, Jack. Like in 5 minutes, we'll be at the spot with mad fabric.
Oh, wow.
This the downtown LA fashion district, to be specific. Yeah, this is where we all go. If you want to get into fashion, get familiar with the fashion district first.
What brands have like come out of here?
Yeah, Rick Owens used to be in this building.
Rick Owens used to be in this building?
Yeah, fun fact, well, you know.
What the fuck?
After COVID, this shit used to be way crazier.
Why? It used to be busy?
Yeah.
But what happened after COVID?
You know, people took the check and didn't want to come back. Now it's a lot of floral spots that sell flowers instead of fabric the farther you go back.
What's your favorite store in the district?
Shit. KBM, Angels Textiles. KBM used to be in the district, but they just moved, literally. Sorry, Gengi. But JB's Textiles, Angels Textiles, all types of shit. Now this is Angels. This is where I usually start everybody at.
Why do you start him here?
Cause he's my gang.
And this is like, they even sell, what is this, PU leather? Or
no,
real leather?
This is real.
Oh shit.
Skinning up.
So how much?
Real wool. This got a Chanel vibe on it.
How much would like leather be by the yard?
Oh, this gets sold by like the skin, if you will, square footage. So they just, usually it's written on the back. It'll be like 26 square feet, and there'll be like six $625 for 26. You just times it, and that's what they sell.
Oh, this whole thing for $100.
Yeah, probably. But like this shit, I've bought this. I've made a jacket out of this as well. You see that?
And how much is this?
For me, like $6. For the public, like 12.
Oh, wow. And how do you know where to start? Because it's just fucking like, it's just like everywhere, you know?
I usually just come here, put my headphones on, and start touching shit.
Oh, so you just touch.
Yeah, I touch, bro.
So it's not organized by color. It's not organized by weight or cotton. It's just.
Yes, they are kind of organized. Like this is big cotton. A lot of ribbing right here. Sometimes this will be like tees, but they change it so much, and you might look and be like, "Damn, this is a lot to change." But these niggas do change this shit a lot. It's crazy.
This is a gang of shit, bro. How you be changing all this?
I don't know how they do it. I think they do it overnight, but they get pallets of stuff. Like this is really nice. I can sit here all day and do this shit though. You gotta really love the game though. I look for anything that I like.
And then what? You just tell them like, "Yo, I want this." I think this is better than the other one.
Yeah, I'm about to say that.
So when you get it, what do you tell them? You just be like, "Yo,
I'm gonna take this whole thing."
Oh.
Top. I want how much? I want the whole thing.
$20 for the roll? That's it. I need the experience. This is if they want to find you, Angel's Textiles right here, right?
Angel's Textiles.
Textiles.
They're running
Okay.
shit.
Who's Angel? Your Angel?
My son is Angel.
Oh, your son. This is your son?
No, this
No.
is the
How many shirts can you make out of this?
Probably like 20.
20.
20
Yeah.
shirts?
Hola.
Damn.
Hola.
Thank you, OG.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, my friend.
Thank you.
Who's buying the fabrics?
It is people like me, and it's people with brands who send their assistants who got to get the rolls of fabric in. All right, now here we back at it.
All right, so we got the rolls.
We got the rolls, gang.
You essentially took a Pally shirt and just chopped it up.
This is the ERD John right there.
And you don't mind if these companies know that you're doing this?
No, I don't give a fuck. What do you think what do you think all these fashion companies do? Do you really think that people at YSL and Yves Saint Laurent don't do this? Don't go to thrift stores and don't thrift old archive shit and then take the pattern and add 3% to it?
Don't come after me. Pally Wally, if you're watching this video, don't come after me. ERD, if you're watching this, don't come after me. I'm just a guy with the mic and a camera. I'm not doing nothing. I'm just here observing and learning. You can come after Knox, though.
Yes, come after me. Now, I'm just giving my people what they want. And if we continue to gatekeep shit that's like pretty simple to do, that's what it's gonna be.
Let's do the Pally Wally joints. The Wally Wally. We'll just say Wally Wally from now on.
What size are you?
Large. What are the different types of collars? So this is called binded.
Binded. You see how it's folded over on both sides versus a regular rib collar that's just overlocked on.
Let's do like this. And this one, this is a regular. What do you call this?
Just a regular collar, overlock, like an overlock collar.
So you lay this out flat.
Yeah, lay this out flat, gangy. Then you take a little piece. See how it's open like this? Everything we put on fold, and that's a sleeve. You get where I'm going?
What is it called? On folds?
On fold. We fold it right down the middle. So whatever's on fold, I just fold the fabric and put that pattern on it. Because fashion is about symmetry. What you do to the left, you must do to the right. So sometimes when we fold the fabric, we get to cut much quicker because I'm cutting the left and the right at the same time. And you see how it's on fold already?
Yeah.
I open it up.
So that's the front of the shirt.
Yes. Pattern weight, turn block weight. Now it's a fabric, it's mad heavy. I use some shit like this. But this is super light and super thin, so I would not use the rotary cutter. It's literally cut and sew. That's why we call it cut and sew.
And then these are specific type of scissors?
Yeah, for this. But these ones are kind of fucked up. I need a new pair.
They're called fabric shears?
Yes.
If you guys need fabric shears, we have them at superlinewholesale.com for wholesale prices. I'm actually going to send Knox like 5 of them after this video.
Gangsta, I would love some shit.
Make sure you guys check out superlinewholesale.com. We have everything that you need for your clothing brand.
And this is good fabric. This is going to be a fire-ass lightweight tee.
But essentially, if you wanted to be more efficient, you would map it out to where you can squeeze out.
You would get a cutting marker, and then they would,
we just trying to crank this out in an hour, but like
out in an hour. You would get a cutting marker like this.
Oh, this is called a cutting marker.
Yeah.
So it's like a way for you to cut in bulk.
Yes.
I would be down to sell your patterns on superlinewholesale.com and give you a big split.
Yeah, I need somebody to put it and market them on, because I have them, but I just don't have the infrastructure and like the time.
Yeah.
And now that's an overlock machine. What he's about to change up right here.
What is the difference between a regular sewing machine and an overlock machine? What is that?
An overlock machine does this.
This is like a different type of sewing.
You see how it has 5 threads on it and it overlocks and weaves them together. So that's how we bond. Big panels are put together on the overlock machine, and all like your little pocket trims and stuff, single needle, and then this double line is cover stitch. 3
It's
machines
like a master class.
do a lot.
So you need 3 machines. You need an overlock,
A single needle.
A single needle
and a cover stitch.
and a cover stitch.
You could do a lot with that.
This right here is a single stitch. One right here. And then this is an overlock. And then this is, what'd you say, double?
Yeah, it's like a cover stitch.
Cover stitch.
It's a double needle. They're versatile in the way you thread them. You can do different things. But he's about to overlock this T together right now.
How long you been sewing for? No hablo inglés?
4 o 5 años.
4 or 5. Y'all do the y'all Spanish speaking people. Y'all comment down below how many years that is.
A lot.
A lot. And then what is this? This is
Oh, that's the ribbing. The neck.
oh the neck. So this is the ribbing around the neck? Really?
It has to
Have-
stretch.
yeah.
Yeah. You know
Oh,
what
this
I
is
mean?
also ribbing too.
Yup.
Ah. Oh, so essentially they just fold this over to make it. Ah, I'm learning. It's a master class.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
whatever the size of the collar is gonna be dictated
Half
on
of
when
this.
this is folded in half and the seam line. Yeah.
So how many pieces so far is it for the shirt? We had a front, a back, 2 sleeves, and then this is it. That's it.
Yep, 5.
5 pieces. That's it. Who are the brands or celebrities that you've helped?
So many, man. Chris Brown, Kevin Hart, J. Cole. Damn, and as far as clothing lines, dog, many. I don't work with YG. I don't work with Marathon. I don't work with, if you're Armenian, you'll know Casanova. That was a big brand. I also have a brand myself that was pretty, like, big. Like, I made my first M off clothing when I was probably, like, 25. I work on. And a lot of NDAs I signed, you know. Somebody pretty big that, you know what I mean, changed the fashion game.
This is crazy. And then what is he gonna do to the bottom of it?
Yeah, he's gonna hem it. Once you put it on, I'm gonna mark it where you can perfectly hem it. You know what I mean? Right, so for you, watch how it fits now. Watch when it fits when it's done. I'm thinking here, what you think?
Yeah.
Or higher. At 6, I wanna hem that 6. Or you can take it out. This is what clients do. They come in, they'll pick a pattern, they'll try it on, make the modifications. I write it down. And then they take the sample, go do the shoot, and when they want to do production, they come back and I'll grade that.
And what are the, if they wanted to use your services, like how does that happen? They DM you, they text you, they email you?
Yeah, you guys just DM me at DVMNPIGEON or at DamnTV, DVMNTV. They both me.
How does the pricing work? Like I know you do a class, like how much is the class?
The class is a 3-hour class, and you come in here and basically do what we just did, but you make a hoodie instead, and that's $4.99. And you come and leave with it. You leave with it the same day, and I send you to a DTG same-day printer if you want to do your logo shit on it. And then I have a full-day class for all you brand owners that want to sample quickly. It's $1,500, and you come in the morning, and you spend the whole 8 hours here. You can use whatever pattern you want, and then you leave with the samples you make that day.
Essentially, the blanks are like the training wheels. Right, you get on the bike, you use the training wheels. It helps you build your confidence, and then when the training wheels come off, they come over here.
Yeah, come
and,
learn
and you
the
show them
actual
the craft.
The craft. Come learn it, because you can't be successful in clothing and not know the business.
All right, guys, we just made a T-shirt in 1 hour in downtown Los Angeles.
There we go.
And if they want to find you, where could they find you?
You can find me at DVMNPIGEON or danpigeon.nyc, where you can book classes, come in, you can book a consult, you can come in and talk to me, chop it up. Clearly, we made this in an hour, but more time will go into it when you call me.
And let us know in the comments below if you guys want her pattern. Should we sell her patterns on our website so that way you can literally download them and send them to your factories? Let us know. She got patterns for everything. The Wally Wally shirts, the Balenci shirts, all of them.
All of them,
All of
Yankees. All of them. All of them.
You know, we stay giving y'all free game. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe.
Thank y'all. God bless.